So today on practice strokes, I'm going to take a fire coral multi-surface color. Okay. It's got a sealer in it, so it goes on glass, metal, indoor, outdoor, wood, all kinds of surfaces. I use fire coral, wicker white. I'm putting a little bit, none of that. I'm putting a little bit of a matte color, or you could use a burnt umber or something with multi-surface. This matte shade is raw umber, or you could also use multi-surface medium gray. There's other colors, okay? And then what's happening is I'm using treasure gold, and this is a water base. It comes in 2 ounces and larger. All right. And it used to be solvent based and now it's water based. So it goes right on here with water and you're going to love that. So what I'm going to show you is we're going to pick up on a dampen. I dampened my brush. I laid it on a paper towel, got the excess water out of it. Just lay it on the paper towel. Okay. And then I want to show you that I'm going to come here and I'm going to do some petals. All right. So when I'm doing these petals, I want you to see that you can wiggle the edges. All right. This is how I do my oversized florals. All right. You can do layers of this. I just want to show you that on practice strokes, I go over things that will help you. If you've been watching me do other paintings and you're like, I didn't see how she did that, how she rolled that. Okay, so now I want you to see what happens here. I chisel, pressure, we get more paint. So I'm up on the chisel, I put pressure, and then I stand up and see how I slide that brush back over there. All right, so I don't like how this turned out, so I can go like this back over it. All right, so then what happens, let me show you that I can come right in here and I can, let me see. I can come right here. I can chisel here and slide around. And that'll be an inside petal. But look, I can come around and bring it around like that. Or I can come here and see how I can make that petal look like it's wrinkled up there a little bit. Or I can just come here on the edge and all you see is that little curve on it, okay? I can take a smaller brush and I can just come in here and pick up a little bit of white, guys. And let me turn this way because I can come on this edge and I need more paint. So I'm coming on this edge and so when you do like that, it looks like it curved over. Do you see that? All right, I can also just come in here and pick up white and just go along the edge of some of this to give you a little bit more. This is a one strip liner. I usually use it too. So look, I can be heavier here, stand up and bring it around. Okay, so those are other ways to do a quick and easy, larger petal, right? Now, what I want to do is I can put, let me do a little bit of Pueblo, just a little bit darker color. Alright. So I can take my rake brush, I have different rake brushes so you can look at those. And I can shade, let me wet this a little bit. I can shade in here from the center. There's a little darkness from the middle. Bring a little bit of that out. All right, that's just for the middle. Then I can put some of this right here for the center bud. All right, right in the middle. I can get a little teeny bit of this raw umber. And I could put a little bit under here to shade it. But you have to let everything dry before you do that. Just make it a little darker. Okay. I'm going to dry this for a minute because I'm going to show you something. Because you want this all to dry before you float, and I was just floating. This is a heat pen. Now that's great for glass and all too. I wanted to share with you. So what I do is I put the floating medium because we don't want to use water. We use water when I'm trying to just make something inky. But this floating medium's the fluff that's inside the paint, but there's no pigment. So it dries the same as if I was using the acrylic. All right, so look, if I came along here when this was dry, all right, and come around here, and then you can come under here. So what happens, you come under here, and then you go right to there. Right from there to there. And you want to go underneath petals, like see underneath there. And you can do that all the way around if you want to. But if you do too much, it doesn't look as effective as if you just do a little bit. Like just these lower ones. All right. And so besides that, this is called floating. You want to float some shade underneath. All right. And I can do the same thing around here. I picked up white. Let me get more medium. And this is the raw umber. Okay, so now let me show you what happens here. I can put some white and all right. Oops, yes, smeared that. I'm gonna wipe that off. Wasn't quite dry. Before I put the center in here, I want you to see that I'm going to take you take a small brush or a small mop brush. I use a small mop brush real quick. All right, and I can come right here and I can go up under here. Sometimes we want that drippy look. So look, I touch it. I'm gonna drip like a watercolor effect. And so I want to show you what happens when I do that with the heat pen. Okay, so just a little bit. Now I'm going to use my treasure gold. And I'm going to kind of use the lid. All right, so I'm going to come in here, just dip the corner. And we're just going to sputter some gold along here. And sometimes we just put little bits on the edge. A little bit out here, especially where I messed it up there a little bit. I can bring a little bit of gold in by doing it on the chisel. And a little bit in there. Depends on what color you have in the background. All this dripping you can do with all kinds of colors in the background, which I've done before. You can also come in here with a liner. A liner with this brown. That's the wrong liner. Sorry. I want the strip liner. Where is it? There it is. Okay. So I can come down here. And then come straight down. All right, and so the last thing I want to show you on this little tutorial is how I address the center here. So in the center, I'm going to pick up with the 2 script liner. I took the dark brown off, and I'm going to come around here, and I'm going to pull a little stroke. And you need kind of a darker color in the background. That's why I tried to put that Pueblo and a little bit of brown. And I'm bringing these all the way around the outside. So what makes it easy to do, see how the gold is there. What's easy is that you come around by picking up fresh gold. And like if it's not seen, I'm not seeing the separation. It's just all running into all gold. So look, I can strike it through some burn, some of the brown. And then by striking it through the brown, when I come back in here, and I can put gold right back on it. But you want to see, you want that to really stand out. So I can now come back with gold and put it across some of the brown that's too much. Okay. And you put a little bit of gold up on it. But look, what looks good too is I can do little bits of white. So I can do my wipe away kiss tool. It's not called a kiss tool, it's called a wipe away, but we call it a kiss because it looks like it. A candy kiss. All right, it's a wipe away tool. If you go look for it on my website, Munster.com. This one's well used. I even have the paint off the handle, so just ignore it. Actually, let me get a better one. See, it's a gold and white handle. You see, by putting that around there, it just adds more depth to your painting. Right, that kind of fun. Just a quick and easy. Let's see how you can make an oversized flower look more detailed. All right, thank you for being on today. And make sure that you subscribe and you ring the bell so they let you know when I'm doing lives. It should pop up when I'm doing lives so that you can not miss anything. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time.